Hello and welcome to H7G Training. My name is Clayton Hicks and I'm the CEO and the founder of H7 Global Network, and I look forward to working with you.
Hello, this is Clayton Hicks again, the CEO and founder of H7G. And this training session will be about our RAIN appointment guide. As you can see on the screen, there are five statements that you can make in the first 30 minutes of your one-to-ones that help you find commonality. And we have plenty of training on how to find commonality throughout the entire organization. Today's video or tutorial is going to be breaking down or unpacking how to add value, whether you're in a networking appointment or you're in a prospect appointment. So let's begin. So on the screen, you should see an area that says add value. You should see an area of the screen that says find commonality. And then finally, you should see an area of the screen that says just ask. We've already done a just ask tutorial, so you want to check that out. But again, today we're going to unpack add value. You want to think of this in terms of halfway through your appointment. So it says first 30 minutes and things, but let's just, for the sake of your appointments where you're with prospects, let's also include that you're going to be in appointments with people you want to network with. So with that being said, if you're in a prospect meeting, you're just going to want to look at it halfway through however much time that you have with your prospect. So the important piece here to remember is that we're going to walk through and unpack how to add value. So number one is in the halfway through your appointment, whether you're in a networking appointment or with your prospect, you are going to ask the question, how can I help you? The average, when you're in a networking appointment, the person across from you, the majority of the time is going to say, I'm not sure how you can help me. If you're with a prospect, they're going to somewhat kind of assume that you're offering to help them with what you do for a living. So kind of let that sink in. So we're going to move back to networking. When you say, how can I help you? At this point, they're going to again respond with, I'm not sure. So the very next thing you're going to say, and this is crucial, is who would you like to meet? Or how can I serve you? Or who can I introduce you to? You can see them on the screen here, who would you like to meet and things, but we need to kind of go through a little bit more in depth and unpack it a little bit more so that you can see through the why we're doing it. Okay, so when you're in a networking appointment and you say, how can I help you? And then they say, I'm not sure. And then you're going to come back and you're going to say, well, who would you like to meet? You basically have changed your trajectory of your networking appointment to earning trust. Let's go back to a prospecting appointment. When you say to a prospect, how can I help you? And they're thinking, what you provide, your service. So if they come back and they say, I'm not sure, you want to say in response to that, how can I help you that has nothing to do with what I do? Now, this is going to take them back and put them in a vulnerable state, the prospect. And so at this point, what you want to do is you don't want to take advantage of that, but you kind of do. You just want to keep your ethics in line. So you'll say something like, how can I help you that has nothing to do with what I do for a living? Again, because they're in a vulnerable state, the idea here is this scripted information or scripted communication is all about earning trust with your prospect. And if you could earn more trust with more prospects, you will close business faster, you will close more often, it will just happen. So what you want to do in both areas is you want to, when you're with a networking appointment, you want to serve them. You're trying to create influence for yourself. So ask them who you can introduce them to, how can you help them with their business? Who would they like to meet? Things like that. Throw up some wallops, man, like throw up some big ones. Get their attention and then provide the solution. when you're with a prospect and you've already went through and you've said, how can I help you? And they're like, well, I'm not sure. Or they think you're trying to sell them. You say, how can I help you? That has nothing to do with what I do. Go right into the next level will be introduce your team, your network. Hey, do you need help with merchant services, payroll? Do you need help with financing? Do you need any help with accounting? Is there anything? So what you're doing is you're introducing your prospect to your group, your trusted professionals. So at this point, it's not about you. It's not about you and your product or service. It is 100% about serving them to earn trust. We will talk more about this when we are training, just to make sure you fully understand what's going on. Feel free to ask questions, and I look forward to working with you. Thank you.